Hi everyone, my name is Emma and I am the student liaison for ONEIG, which is the Ontario Nurses for the Environment Interest Group. This year's Earth Day theme is Investing in Our Planet, and earlier this year I put out a call asking for you to respond to that question of what does that phrase mean to you. I want to include your responses in a video, and here we are. Enjoy. Your responses to this question really speak to the connection between environmental health and human health and the role that nurses play in this. You ask that we take action now to invest in a multitude of ways, whether that's financial, political, educational, or time. You wrote about how we need to reverse the damage that's been done, prevent future damage, and promote sustainable practices to protect our future and the future of generations to come. These are not easy tasks to achieve, but you also wrote about how we need to start now, and we can do things one step at a time, taking our place in the role of advocates for environmental health. For me, investing in our planet means diverting resources away from fossil fuel industries and development and towards efforts that maintain, restore, or regenerate our environment. It also means providing financial support to companies that are making efforts to reduce their carbon footprint. More broadly, we need to advocate for policies that will make the green choice the default choice. Our executive team has also shared some thoughts on this theme and what it means to them as nurses. I want to share the responses from our co-chair Rob and our cane liaison Hilda.
To me, investing in our planet means investing in people, particularly future generations and the most vulnerable. How do we do that? We do that just like we do in nursing. We educate, we advocate, and we act. Education starts with teaching young people to love nature by exposing them to nature. If they develop a deep love of nature, they will do everything they can to protect it. Advocacy means raising awareness about issues that concern the environment. And acting means taking specific actions to improve the environment, either individually or as a group.
This year, to me, it really is about planting, growing, and eating sustainably grown vegetables and herbs.
Here's our co-chair Jocelyn sharing her thoughts on the question, why do you think nurses should care about the environment?
Hi, I'm Jocelyn and I'm co-chair of the Ontario Nurses for the Environment Interest Group of ONE-IIOE. There are mountains of evidence showing that when we care for the environment, we're actually caring for people. At the highest level, our environment defines the patterns of health and disease. It fosters our basic needs to clean air and water, food, and stable climate. And caring is a foundation of our practice, and our voices are trusted in the community. So when you care for and advocate for the environment, you're doing something that's not only powerful, but natural as a nurse.
Hilda and Cleo are two of our executive members who shared their thoughts on why decision makers should listen to nurses.
We are the absolutely most trusted profession, and we're trusted because we come with knowledge and evidence, scientific proved evidence that we are always doing research to obtain. And we always have the interests at heart of our patients and our communities.
And specifically in terms of the environment, why is it important that decision makers listen to nurses about issues of the environment?
Because everything is all encompassing with the environment. Food, water, air, all are impacted by environmental concerns and hazards.
Decision makers should be listening to registered nurses for several reasons. As a group, we bring unique and valuable perspectives to environmental policy discussions. Our training in public health principles, our direct patient care experiences, our role as advocates, and the holistic philosophy of health in nursing push us to consider the whole person within their lived context to fully evaluate their health. We also have an ethical obligation to protect the public. Including nurses' opinions in policy decision-making leads to more informed, more evidence-based, and more ethically sound policy. As a profession, we're trained to understand the links between the environment, human health, and disease, and we can provide insight into how environmental factors are already affecting health outcomes and which weak points in our health systems will affect people the most if environmental conditions worsen.
Hi everyone, and happy Earth Day. My name is Dominique and I'm one of the Policy and Political Action Executives for Ontario Nurses for the Environment Interest Group. I feel that Ontario should prioritize investing in clean, renewable energy such as wind, solar, and geothermal energy instead of advancing the fossil fuel industry. I'm sure that we can all agree. I'm from Windsor, Ontario, and our city recently decided to go through with building another gas plant to support our city's energy needs. Even though myself, members of ONEIG, many members of the community lobbied against this decision, it still managed to get approved by Windsor City Council, which was truly upsetting. Energy from fossil fuels such as coal and natural gas are detrimental to the health of our environment and humans due to the large greenhouse gas emissions that they release. I think it's imperative that Ontario urgently makes the shift to renewable energy sources, or else we will exponentially increase the risk of facing the dangers of climate change, such as natural disasters, floods, respiratory infections, destruction of entire ecosystems, and way more. The time is now to create change. It's important that we take action now.
The Ontario Nurses for the Environment Interest Group has a lot planned for the next year. We're starting off in April with Earth Week and Earth Day with a Show Us Your Bins campaign on social media to raise awareness about waste produced in healthcare. In April, we are participating in a webinar put on by Peach Ontario to discuss how nurses are taking climate action. Later in the fall, we are going to COP28 to represent Ontario nurses promoting climate action. And we're doing that on the world stage, getting world leaders to know why planetary health matters. To do all of these things, we need lots of people getting involved. Please, please, please join ONEIG and take action with us.
We will also be partnering with Peach Ontario to host a webinar in May. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video, and a big thank you to everybody who contributed. If you would like to know more about what we're doing throughout the year, please be sure to sign up for our mailing list through the RNAO, or you can follow us through any of the social media accounts that we have listed below, where we'll post anything that we're doing and any upcoming events. Thank you.